everyone, welcome to another video, and today we are going to be doing some October planning, and I think this is something different that I'm going to do for a mid-month check-in. I will be doing another mid-month budgeting check-in, but I just kind of wanted to come to you all with some planning ideas and things that I'm doing just to kind of help with budgeting, staying on task, meeting my goals until the end of December. And I just thought I would come to you all and we will be talking about it. So let's get started. Hey y'all, welcome back. I am Nurse Abalori with 1720 Finance, and today we are going to be doing some October planning, checking some things off the list, and kind of telling you all what I am going to be doing in terms of just staying on track with my budgeting, paying bills, and just trying to live life as close to debt-free as possible. So for you all that are new to me or you don't know me, I am Nurse Abalori. I'm a board certified registered nurse of over 20 years. I've been in healthcare probably for the last 30 years. I started in healthcare when I was 15. I am now 49. So you guys do the math. That's well over 35 years. But more importantly, in the last 2 years, I have been on a journey as a single mom of two, working two jobs, and just trying to pull myself out of the trenches from going through a divorce, and now I am working towards becoming debt-free. It has been a slow but steady progress, and yes, I have had some setbacks, some disappointments, but however, I have been bouncing back through the grace of God. And here at 1720 Finance, we utilize God saying that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can get through anything. More importantly, if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to that mountain, get up and move, and it will move. For all intents and purposes of this channel, our mountain here is debt. So it does not matter what type of debt you're in, whether it's personal debt, such as personal loans, credit cards, if you are trying to increase your savings, if you're trying to add towards your retirement. We are here to talk about all things budgeting and financial planning. But again, our hurdle here, our mountain here is just the debt that we have accumulated and we are trying to get out of. So again, welcome to October mid-month planning, and so you guys should be able to see my screen on StreamYard. I'm streaming on StreamYard, not streaming, but I'm recording on StreamYard. Hopefully, I upload this, it will be okay. So we are going to get started. I want to send a special shout out to a YouTuber and somebody who I've been following since I've been a planner girly for a long time, and her name is Shay over at Shay Budgets. She is the creator of this quarterly planning template, and it's something that I just started using, I want to say actually last year, but I decided that since I'm revamping my budget payoff, my debt-free journey, that I'm going to utilize this planning tool. So I will link it in the show notes in the video notes below for you guys to check it out, and feel free to make a copy. It is in Notion, and Notion is a planning template. And if you don't want to download this planning template and you just want to get Notion, I'll go ahead and link my affiliate link so that you can get your own Notion. It does not cost anything to use, but if you want to do some of the upgraded features such as AI, and I think AI recording and some other features that they have added, that will cost you a little bit more. Right now, I'm utilizing the free planning template because not as of yet, but probably next year I will be upgrading to the more advanced template because I do own two businesses and I kind of like to plan within Notion. So as we go into, and I'm going to name this October financial planning, I have the overall quarterly planning, and then I have broke it down into the months. And this month is October planning. as you all can see. So really quick, I want to go into just some things that I have been curating for myself in terms of using this planner. Personal goals until December 31st is I want to lose roughly 5 to 10 pounds. I'm going to actually change this and probably put, I might can get to 10. No, I'm going to leave it at 10. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Most of you don't know me. I was an avid runner. I ran 4 half marathons, 4Ks, 5Ks, 10Ks, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, I was always a person who utilized a lot of exercise and running. I have not been running a lot within the last, I would say, 3 years. However, I do plan on getting back to that. But my overall goal is to probably run 2 days a week and still incorporate my weight training days with some HIIT training. So my goal is to lose 10 pounds, and I'm going to actually put that here by December 31st. I should be able to do that. I lose weight fairly quickly. So I just got to eat right, plan my meals, and do what I need to do. I already work out roughly about 3 days a week. No, actually more than 3 days a week. I actually walk my dog every day. But then in the midst of those 7 days that I walk him, there are about 2 or 3 days that I do utilize a video and I do weight training. So that is going to be, put into my goal of losing 10 pounds. I have not did my medical appointments for the year. I am probably going to hold off until the new year. That way I can get my physical and all my preventative care. I do need to get a dentist because I still have all 4 of my wisdom teeth that I need to have them pulled. I'm crossing this out because there are some personal events that I have already booked that I will be going to. So that will round out the things that I'm doing for the quarter. More specifically, some things that I'll be doing in the months of October, November, and December. And I'll put you guys up on some of the events that I am doing. Books to read. So far this month, I am reading this Psychology of Money. I am doing the audio book study, and I am connecting that to, of course, here in our community, how it relates to getting out of journey, debt-free planning, and all those things. And so I am actually on chapter 3, I believe. Hold on one second. I think I completed 3 today, but let me double check. I was walking my dog, and usually when I'm walking him, I listen to an audio book. And I think, let me see, I do believe that I am on I'm on chapter 4. So I will be starting chapter 4 probably tomorrow when I'm walking him again. And these audio books, each chapter is about 13 or 14 minutes long. That's plenty of time for me to walk him. It takes me about 30 minutes to walk him. So as I am walking him, I'll be listening. Beauty appointments. There are 2 appointments that I want to get through for the quarter. I don't know if I'm going to get to them this month, but I do want to book a facial, and I do want to book a mani-pedi, and I do want to book a massage. And those are just things that I feel that I need in this journey to maintain my self-care. I do work a lot. That is part of the issue, is sometimes I work so much that I don't tend to my self-care. But I think for the months of October, November, and December, I am going to do something, even if it's one thing each month I am going to do. I have yet to book those appointments, but I will. Over in the financial category, of course, I'm always going to have paydays. That's going to be in. I've updated my bills and expenses for the month. I have also updated my outstanding debts total. I will be doing that again. Each month, I like to update the debts that I owe because I'm always paying something on these debts. So at the end of the month, I'll always look back and see how much I paid and what the balance is. And again, here is shop for dental insurance. That's going to be under financial because obviously I have to pay for it. I have been looking around, but I'm still going to be looking around for a little bit more because I need to get these wisdom teeth pulled. Business goals. I do need to put down in my calendar the days that I am filming my YouTube videos, because right now I'm filming all over the place. I try to narrow it down to the weekends because that is when I'm most free. But every other weekend I work. And so I just have to see how that's going to play out. Like on Saturdays, it's probably going to be good for me. I don't know how I'm going to strategically do this because I work every other Friday nights and then I work every other weekend. So I'll work a Friday one week and then be off the weekend. And then the following week, I'll be off a Friday and then I'll work Saturday and Sunday. So I just kind of think I need to really narrow it down to my podcast or my YouTube days. I've been scheduling my posts ahead of time. That's my business goals. I've reconciled my income so much for what I'm putting out, what I'm getting in. And I did not do a sales theme of the month, but I will. For you guys that don't know, I own a Poshmark business. And so I do a lot of reselling, thrifting, and then reselling. So November is going to be the start of, obviously, the Christmas season, so I got to think of a theme for the month of November for that. Let's see. Parental. Now, I have 2 kids that reside with me, and I also have a pet, my dog Jax, and so I've scheduled him a bath he's already had the bath actually, and I try to bathe him every week, but bathing is getting expensive, so I'm going to be doing it probably every other week. Until I usually wipe him off in between the weeks that I don't take him to get a bath, but he has really, really bad allergies. So the baths really cut down on him licking and scratching himself. He's a pit lab, so he's prone to allergies. And I do need to schedule his vet appointment to get his shots because he is going to be going to doggy daycare soon, because I like for him to interact with other dogs because he's in the house with me mostly. And so I kind of just want him to have more interaction, but he has to be caught up on a few of his vaccinations that he did. Friends and family functions, I don't know of any as of yet. Birthdays, my son's birthday is November 19th. And so I'll probably be just getting him a little gift of some sort, of giving him some money. He's always down for that. Home projects. There are a few home projects that I will be doing. One of my home projects that I have gotten completed, and I actually need to put that down here, is I organized the garage. So I'm just going to put here, organize garage. I've done that. I still need to do that. So this is something that I'm going to be doing for the next month or two, because I'm getting rid of a lot of old stuff. As I alluded to earlier, my mom passed 2 years ago, so I did commandeer a few things from her place when I cleaned it out. And so I have some things such as like her refrigerator, her apartment size washer and dryer. Those things I'm going to keep, because I am going to be using them. I already use the refrigerator now. We put our extra groceries and drinks in there, and then she has the stackable washer and dryer. I am going to get that hooked up to my main line, because as a reseller, when I get items, I like to wash them before I ship them off. And so I'm going to be utilizing my garage space more for my reselling. Cleaning schedules, I'm already doing that. Like every week I am cleaning. My overall, I'm going to just put here that I do a deep cleaning monthly. I'm just going to put here monthly deep cleaning. So I always do like a good deep clean in a month. Meaning in my kitchen, I wipe down the cabinets, I clean the floorboards, all my downstairs, the living room, the dining room, the family room, and the kitchen, I deep clean. And so I still need to do that. And when I say deep clean, it's just, shining my cabinet, shining my granite, shampooing my carpet. That is what I consider deep cleaning. And then, of course, cleaning my floorboards. We aren't a messy bunch, so it's not like I have to clean every single day. Dates. I have a few dates. My coworker and I, we were thinking about going on a Christmas trip, but I think we will do that. And then I have some other things that I want to do personally that I'm going to be doing. And keep in mind, you guys, a lot of things that I am going to be doing are probably going to be very low cost, or they're going to be free. Like we have some fall craft fairs and things like that it's really not free to get into. I mean, it's free to get into. You just, you pay for whatever you purchase or whatever you're doing. And so I need to get out more, and because I've literally just been in the house for the last 2 years. I've been in the house and I've been working. It's been housework repeatedly, only because of the mental mind space that I was in at the time, regrouping, re-strategizing. So now I feel like it's fall. I'm going to be getting out a little bit more. Let's see. Professional wise, I have applied for a new job. I just keep my fingers crossed. You guys know I work part-time, but I work several part-time jobs just because it worked out for me in the past with taking care of my little brother, being home for school events and things like that. But I'm probably going to be venture out, and more than likely I'll probably pick up a full-time job just to add some income to my budget already. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I've already updated my resume, so I've already have that done. Let's see. I have several resumes and they're done. So I've did those. So that is going to be it. Vocational. Let's see. I will be going to a training in, I think it's December. December training, and then it's a PICC line class where you get certified in putting in PICC lines for a nurse. I do IV home care, and so with that I deal with a lot of patients who have peripheral IVs, meaning a regular IV that's put in an arm and a hand. I have patients with ports, central lines, such as a PICC catheter if they're getting long-term treatment at home. So I deal with that. But however, in the event of me learning how to put in PICC lines, I can further open up a side business, a side hustle, just to go out to different facilities, different homes to help put in PICC lines for patients who need long-term IV care. Business events there. I haven't seen any events that are interesting me right now, except for one that I'm thinking about is doing a planner business, specifically planner and journaling. I think I'm going to do that. Business paydays actually coincide. They're separate. So I do have business paydays, and business paydays are Friday. So Fridays, I usually do my budget reconciliation for my business, because typically by the end of the week, if I've had orders, they've already been sent out, they've been processed. For the most part, that gets done. The business bills and expenses. I don't have too many right now. The only thing that I have that I'm paying for roughly at the moment is Canva. Oh, and my PO box that I have from the post office. So if I send the item out, they can return it back to that PO address instead of my home. Though I'm trying to think, is there anything else there's nothing else that I'm paying for that's a business expense right now. Those two are the main ones. Coaching. I haven't done coaching as of yet, but there are some people who we talk about budgeting, side hustles, and things like that. So I just leave that. I don't say it's coaching, but it's a get together. Sponsorships and speaking engagements. I don't do that as of yet. Filming and posting schedule. I'm actually going to delete that. I'm actually going to delete that because I don't need that. And I think I'm going to keep business. Well, I have two lines, a line up here and then a line down here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't need that as of right now because it's here. Lastly, you guys, is my church days. Church days are on Sundays at between 9 and 10 a.m. is when our church service is. I either can watch it online or I can go. I will be going to church tomorrow after work. Typically, I get off work about 7:30, 8 o'clock. That'll leave me roughly about an hour to go grab something to eat, kind of piddle and paddle around until service starts. I like to go to service straight from work because it's about a 20-minute drive from my it's about a 20-minute drive from where I am. So sorry about that, you guys. Church is about a 20-minute drive from where I live. So it's once I leave from the side of town that my church is, to come home. Basically, we're on two separate sides of town. So I like to go to church and then come home, because if I come home and take a shower, more than likely I will not be back to go to church. It's just, I'll be too tired. And so spiritual events and functions, there is a lot of events and functions happening in the church. I do need to go on my church's website and look at the announcements and see what's coming up. I know one thing that I'm interested in doing probably in December is getting baptized again. I got baptized really, really young. Well, not young. I was probably 18 or 19, maybe 20 when I got baptized. I'm thinking about doing it again because I'm at a different stage in my life where I am more into learning God's word, studying the Bible, journaling, doing a lot of Bible study. So it's a lot of focused spiritual care that I'm doing for myself that I didn't do back in the day. Back in the day, I'll be honest with you, most people were getting baptized just because that was the thing to do, not really understanding what baptizing really, really means, and still kind of being out here in the world doing what you choose to do. And so I am going to look into that, and I'm just going to stick that down here, and I'm going to get baptized again. That's just for me. So so that is it, you guys. I kind of just wanted to come in and give you guys an update on the October planning, financial planning. As I said, a lot of these things I am either paying for or going to be for free, or just things that are going to be enhancing my knowledge for budgeting and living a debt-free journey. And so I kind of just wanted to bring you along for the ride. So with that being said, I am going to hop out of here. You guys have a blessed Saturday. When you guys see this video, it may either be late Saturday evening or early Saturday morning. But either way, I bid you guys a promising debt-free future, and make sure, of course, you utilize the faith of a mustard seed to get you through your debt-free journey. So until the next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.